Ooh, Tash.
Yo, this is a producer room powered by producer culture. Got my boy Tash, aka IamTash, in the building today. And yo, we're gonna break down this crazy classic. I need the editor to put certified classic on the screen right now. This is for Pop Smokes, What You Know About Love. Yo, this was one of my favorite tunes, still is one of my favorite tunes. I know it ran the summer for me. Huge in the UK as well, huge around the world. Rest in peace, Pop. But yo, we're gonna get into this record, how it all came about. But yo, before that, I want to know, what was it like going to high school with Clairo, and what does it feel like to kind of both come from the same place and both be really successful in music?
It was pretty cool, honestly. I didn't really like know her like that, but like I met her like my senior year. We chilled like probably like once or twice, but she was cool people. It's kind of dope that she came from like the same type of town.
So were you both heavy into music at that point? Did you kind of know that each other were trying to like take you places?
Yeah, cause like I started producing around 2017. So then like I seen her like on SoundCloud and she was like going like crazy. I'm like, oh shit, she goes to my school. And that was kind of dope.
That's fire. And what's like the significance of Rivers, and like how did that help you like creatively, and what was the difference between like Rivers and then say like your other classes?
So like Rivers, it was like kind of like it was a semester where you go basically on field trips and just learn about the earth. But it was kind of dope. It was like it's different than like an actual class when you're just sitting here learning like simple math and like reading books and stuff like that. You're just having like real life experiences.
Okay, that's interesting. So kind of, it was like a almost like a departure from like the regular
Yeah,
kind of monotonous type of school.
yeah, definitely.
Damn, that's fire. Was it also true that to get into your school there was like a raffle, or that was kind of like one of those systems?
Yeah, it was like so like it was this program called MECO, and it brings like kids from Boston into like suburban schools and stuff like that. So you go up to this little building and you like just put your name in for a raffle. And I was like in the raffle since I was probably, I would say like 3 or 4, and I got picked for high school.
Damn. So do you reckon that was like a turning point, like a good fortune? Do you think that made a big difference to your trajectory?
Yeah, definitely. Because if I wasn't in MECO, I probably wouldn't have started making beats, honestly.
Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's talk about his pop record then. If you take us all the way back, where did that beat start? What was the whole process behind even having making that beat?
Um, I was like one day just like listening to like a whole bunch of old school R&B, and then the Ginuwine song came on, and then I was like, yeah, this is gonna be like an easy loop flip. So then I just chopped it up, did what I did, and then like I posted it on YouTube like probably the same day I made the beat, and then from then on the beat did pretty well. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of jumped up after that point.
When did you do this? When was it uploaded?
I would say January 2019.
And before obviously Pop found it, were there any other artists like using the track that wanted, was looking at exclusivity? Did anybody's kind of songs on the beat like bubble up at all?
Um, there was like a few people that used the beat. They would like send me like snippets of their songs and stuff like that, but nobody like crazy big.
So how did the Pop situation happen?
I he just found it off YouTube, and then like one day I seen on SoundCloud like he posted it, or like somebody dropped like a leaked version of it.
Oh damn! So how did you find that? Did someone just show it to you? Did they tag you, or how did that come across your radar?
My boy's little brother, he just like because it was just like around the time Pop Smoke dropped what was that song? It was I think it was Meet the Woo. So like everybody
Mm.
think he was on the drill stuff, and then my boy's brother sent me that song, and it's like a whole different vibe, and I kind of threw everybody off.
Did you kind of know when you first heard it? Yo, this is about to go crazy.
Honestly, no, I didn't really expect much from it because like at the time, like it sounded weird because it was like mixed weird. It was just a really old record.
Because is it true like initially the direction for the beat was more in like Playboi Carti's direction?
Yeah, that was like more of the lane. So I wasn't even like expecting him to do that type of stuff on it. I was more like looking for like a Playboi Carti, but it's crazy how it came together because it turned out to be a hit.
That's crazy. So how long is it from finding the snippet on SoundCloud or the rough version on SoundCloud to when it gets a bit more official and they want to use it on the project?
I would say when they dropped the project, what, 2020 July? It's like a year,
Mm,
probably a year and like a few months.
damn, that's crazy. Like, what was going through like your mind at that point? Because obviously it's like a huge opportunity getting that record with Pop. Like, what were you
Yeah,
feeling in that moment?
I was hyped. I was like working a job and then freaking I got the text from one of his A&Rs that they're gonna use it on the album. And I just like lost my shit. I was at work, I just lost my shit.
So how early before the album dropped did you kind of know, okay, this is definitely going to happen. I'm going to get on this project.
I would say probably around like late June, like around this time maybe last 2020.
Mm, that's crazy. What was your reaction to the first listen? Because obviously you said that the first version is quite dirty. It was a bit of a weird mix, but and like that whole Pop album, probably one of the best mixed albums of recent time. I think it just sounded so
Yeah,
clean.
thanks.
Yo, so what was that like hearing it in like that kind of clarity?
I instantly loved it. Loved it off the rip. That was the first song I played off the album, and I was like going crazy. I played it back like 5 times. I loved it.
That's mad. What was release day like? Did you do anything special or kind of to celebrate the moment?
Nah, I was just in the crib. I was just like smoking, listening to the album. I didn't do nothing crazy for it.
And but even if you did anything crazy, it must have done some crazy stuff for you. So after that, what were you noticing? How did things kind of the trajectory for Tash change from that point?
Um, I got a lot of DMs after that. Like a lot of DMs from like different producers, different artists. Like it was kind of weird at first. It was like I never got that type of attention off a song like that.
Mm, so when you're getting that attention, how did you like make the most of it? Because obviously there's going to be, I reckon you probably think like 90% of the attention coming towards you, people DMing you, it's probably some nonsense like time wasters. How did
Yeah.
you kind of pick out what was right and what was good to kind of latch onto and say, yo, I'm going to try to build off this relationship or this avenue?
Honestly, like whenever somebody would just DM me, I would just go to their page, and if I like genuinely like their music, I'm working with them, no matter who they were. To be honest.
And on like the kind of the management direction side, how did you start piecing that together?
Um, like how to find my manager.
Hmm.
So like my manager, he's been messing with me. Like he wasn't managing me, but he was like following me like on YouTube around for like a few years. And then once the pop stuff came around, we just like linked up because like I needed guidance in that situation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have you got any advice to people that maybe have been in a similar situation to you on like some of the good signs of, yo, this person is going to be a good manager and he's not going to screw me over and he's going to be like looking out for like my best interests?
Definitely let them come to you. Like don't go out searching for a manager. It's not really gonna happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
And just like getting to know the person, like chilling with them before you actually like do business with them. So like me and my manager, we didn't have no paperwork, but we was just always helping each other out. And he was always teaching me things and stuff like that. So once you get like a base like that with somebody, then you can go on and do the like business with them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Going back to the record then and just your approach to the sample, did you kind of know off rip how you wanted to flip it, or was it just like feeling it out, seeing kind of what sounds worked well and what chops would work well?
It was I kind of knew what I wanted to do because like around that time, all my beats had like that similar bounce. So it was once I like had the loop down, it was pretty easy from then on.
Mm, did yeah? Did you manage to have any interaction with Pop at all before yeah his unfortunate passing? Or
Sadly, no, I didn't get to speak to him at all.
damn, but like it must feel like a blessing to have got a record with such a legendary artist. How does that feel? Do you feel like fortunate to have been able to work with someone like
Yeah,
that?
it changed my life. I'm definitely fortunate for that. Forever grateful.
Fire. So in terms of like when you got that pop placement, like you felt like you were like feeling out your network a bit more. Kind of what was the next thing for you to say, okay, this is what I want to do. This is kind of the changes that I want to make to kind of make sure this carries on? Like, how did you make sure the momentum stayed after that?
Just making sure my work got better. Cause like around like that time my beats were cool, but they weren't like good. So like
Mm.
just making sure I like made sure my beats was all top tier and then going from then on.
What do you think made the difference between your beats being good and then reaching that next level where you thought, actually, yeah, they are top tier now?
Like, cause like when I used to make beats, like it would rarely be space for like the artist to rap on. So it would be kind of like congested and stuff like that. So I had to learn how to like leave a lot of space for artists to like put their words on the beat.
Mm. Talking about that, actually, going back to the Pop Smoke record, was your beat changed at all? Like when it went to the final version, did they take anything out? Did they kind of add sounds in? Or was it pretty much the YouTube beat as we hear it?
It's, I think that that's pretty much the YouTube beat. I think it's pretty much the YouTube beat. I don't
Mm.
really hear much difference.
That's fire because I know, speaking to other producers that worked on that project, those beats were sent back and forth a lot. Like, can you take this out? Can you play this slightly differently? I know it was a lot of, they were very meticulous about it. So it's pretty high praise to you, even if you didn't think they were like top tier then, that they didn't touch it.
Yeah, that's
That's,
kind of
that's quite
crazy.
high praise. But yeah, also I'm interested about kind of your working relationship with with Coi Leray and some of the records that you've done together. How did that all happen?
I met Koi back in like 2018, 2018. And then ever since then, we just like were working. I was always sending her beats and stuff like that. She's cool
What
people.
what do you think made it like work? Why did she kind of gravitate towards your sound?
At first it was just because we was from the same city. And then
Mm.
after that, she just I don't know, she like flowed good on like all of my beats. She would just like hop on damn near every beat I was sending.
Damn. So was it that then? Do you reckon it was like just a strength off your beats that why she kept coming back, or because I know you a lot of producers might have an in with an artist, but then they might fumble it. They might not know how to kind of maintain and make sure you keep working consistently. Like how do you treat the producer artist relationship, especially with someone like Coi Leray?
Honestly, how I treat it, I just really how would I say I would treat it? Like I just treat her like a friend type shit. Like whatever I see her on, like how would I say this? I don't know, like I would just watch like how she would react to certain beats type stuff. So like if she would like this type of style of beats, I would make sure I would use that type of style and not try to like go out of like some crazy lane and like do some wild shit. But like I would just stick to what she likes really.
Mm, nah, that makes sense. What do you reckon your favorite record that you and her have done is?
I would say the hills.
Why that record in specific?
I reckon because the beat is just like it's like so weird. It's like funky. It's a weird like melody on the beat. It was a good time when I made that beat. So I just really love that song.
What was it like getting your first plaque? How was that day like?
It was kind of nuts. Like I was so blown away just like looking at it because it was like damn like I did like so much work to get to this point, and I was like finally in a form where I could see it like physically.
You got to let us all know. Is it as tough as they say to secure the plaques? Because I heard producers have to be jumping through some hoops sometimes to get the
Bro.
plaque.
Them shits are so expensive, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. Hell yeah, that it takes a long time to get your plaques.
So how long after the certification did you get your plaque?
I would say took me like 5 months, 6 months.
Damn. Damn. You're gonna have to order another plaque after that amount of time for it going
Yeah,
like.
because I was just waiting because like at that time like the song kept going up, so I didn't really want to keep paying for plaques, but I just wanted to just get one that would like have it all under.
Now that's fire. But man, congrats on the success up to this point. I'm looking forward to seeing what you got in store next. And thanks for taking the time to speak with us, man. I appreciate it.
Thank, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yo, but this has been the producer room, powered by producer culture. Got my boy Tash in the building. And yo, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.